this is Lisa with Queen Bee Creations, and I'm here to show you another card. This is called the folded frame technique. I'd seen it before, but my friend Wendy just went nuts with them last week, and there was a whole bunch of them, and they were so cute. I thought, I've got to figure out how they do that. So I'm here to show you how I figured it out. I went online and found directions. But what you're going to do is you're going to take your card base, which of course is your standard 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and then I've got a piece of the crisp cantaloupe Stampin' Up cardstock, which is just a little bit smaller. So I went 4 by 5 1/4. Then I did a white piece, again just a little bit smaller. I trimmed everything by 1/4 inch, and now I've got 5 by 3 3/4. Wendy said to take a piece of designer series paper, 4 1/4 inches by 4 1/4 inches, and then she said find the middle. So for math class, the way I remember doing that is making an X in the middle, going point to point with a ruler, putting an X in the middle, and then so that's going to be my center. Then you take the tips and point them to the center, and then crease it. So I'm going to go all the way around and do that. Apologize if it's not really neat. I can either be fast for the video or I can be neat. Can't seem to do both. Okay, so there's our fourth one. Then kind of went around and creased it a little bit, opening it back up. Flatten it back out. So now we have our little folded frame. Because I did this in pencil, we can just go through and erase it. For this card, the last one I had done, I had I had stamped just a phrase in the middle out of one of our stamp sets. This one is the Perfect Penance. Life doesn't have to be perfect to be wonderful. But this time I'm going to use Stampin' Up's polka dot pieces. They have this butterfly in the middle that will coordinate with the butterfly punch. So I'm going to mount that on a clear block. And a lot of people have been saying they've been having trouble getting theirs to stick, and I'm not really sure why. I know one of the things I do is push it on there really hard, and then I push it against the table and try to hold for about 20 seconds. And then they seem to stick pretty good. I'm even able to use my Stampin' Scrub to clean them off, and I don't seem to have issues. Okay, back to our card. I'm going to take our crisp cantaloupe and put that on our white card base. And then I was going to wrap a ribbon around this one. I'm going to use some pool party ribbon here. Let's say 7 inches. And I do that before I put this layer down, because then I can take and use my little glue dots and stick them to the ribbon, and then wrap it around the back side, and then when I mount this layer, that's hidden. So again, just another glue dot, one right here. And one right here. And I'm going to fold them over. And then I'm ready to mount that layer. If the ribbon is thick at all, this one's not too bad, but I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway. I find that if I pop it with the dimensionals, then you don't even notice. Like our ruffled ribbon, when I wrap that around the back, it has a little bit of a pucker if I try to lay it flat. But if I put the dimensionals on there, then I don't have that problem. I'm going to center this one, pop that down, and then I'm ready to adhere this. Let's see how I want to do this. Let's go like that. Again, I'm going to use dimensionals. Center that on my card, and again back to the stamp that we mounted. I have just a scrap piece of the Whisper White. Ink that up on crisp cantaloupe. Then I'm going to stamp. Again, firm pressure straight up and down. And then I'm going to take the designer butterfly punch. And I'm going to line the stamp up in the middle there. It gives us just the perfect little shape. I like my butterflies to fly, and so I find if I stick my thumbnail just kind of on either side of the body so that I give it this piece for me to put my adhesive, and the edges of our pop dots, the dimensionals are perfect for that kind of thing. I try to use every bit of this stuff. Put that right on the back. And then it's ready to go flying in our card. And then for the center of the butterfly, I give it a little bit of extra. I have our basic pearl jewels. And I'm going to take these ones that are run together as a strip. And I find that 3 of them works just about perfect. And there you have it. There's your folded frame card. I hope you enjoy. I'd love to see how yours comes out. Leave me a comment. Thanks. Bye.